Saturday morning of the Labor Day weekend, and Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, is joining us to help kick off our Labor Day weekend programming here on the Expert Show. Hello, Luis.
Hello, Mark. How are you?
Hey, let's talk about an announcement that your company, Alvarez Technology Group, made last week, that you have been approved as an RPO, a registered provider organization, by the cyber accreditation body, that's CyberAB, enabling Alvarez, ATG, to provide consulting services to DoD defense contractors and suppliers who need to obtain this mandatory new cybersecurity maturity model certification, CMMC, and that requirement comes due in March of next year. What exactly is this CMMC, and why is it important what you guys are doing with this?
It's important because we have thousands of contractors that work with DoD agencies in Monterey County. I mean, with DLI, DMDC, Naval Post Grad School, the Coast Guard, they use a lot of contractors and subcontractors to get their mission done. And all of these contractors, if you're a DoD, part of what they call the Defense Industrial Base, or DIB, you're going to have to adhere to a CMMC level requirement. There are 3 levels, but even level 1 is standard of cyber hygiene, which requires pretty significant investment in time and effort and ongoing services to make sure that you follow the rules, or you just won't be able to bid on any government contracts. It's going to be baked into the contract requirements. And this started a few years ago when the Department of Defense had already a requirement for basic cyber hygiene built into their contracts. But they did an audit in 2018, a random audit of all their contractors and subcontractors, and found that 100% of the organizations that were audited were not following the rules. Basically, they were lying. So they were saying, yes, we're doing all this stuff, but then when the rubber hit the road, it turned out they really weren't doing it. So the DoD went back and said, we're going to create a new program, and we're going to make sure that it has teeth, so that if you do get caught lying and saying that, yes, you're in compliance when you really aren't, they can deny you from ever being bidder on a government contract, even fine you or charge you criminally for, knowingly lying to a federal agency. So it's a significant, real thing that contractors are starting to get letters. If you're a subcontractor and you work for a big contractor like Northrop Grumman or IBM or HPE, they're already starting to tell their subs, hey, you got to get in line and be ready for this, because come March of 2023, when this goes into effect, it's not that you can get started in March. You have to already be in compliance in order to bid on these contracts. So if you're not in compliance, you won't be able to be part of that contract opportunity. So if you're a DoD contractor and you are looking for help, that's what we've done. We've gotten smart on this program. Been working at it for 3 years now in cooperation with the Cyber AB, which is the accreditation board. Got ourselves certified. We have several people on our staff now that are certified or in the process of getting certified. So we're ready, and we're going to be talking about this more to our clients, and because you never know who's a defense contractor. Sometimes you don't think of yourself as a DoD contractor because you don't make missiles and weapons and things like that. But even if you're just a cleaning service, cleaning the facilities, or maybe you are a guard service providing guard patrols in some of these facilities, you're going to have to adhere to at least level 1 of the CMMC standard.
And that's because these businesses have access to sensitive material. Now, if you're doing really sensitive work, it just goes without saying that you have to have this type of certification to make sure that your systems are secure, so that bad actors that would either other nation states that would want to burrow in and steal our technology, steal our information, or third parties that would steal it and sell it to those other nation states aren't able to do that. And even if you're, like you say, a security company or a janitorial company, there's always the chance that you're going to see something or have access to something that is classified and deals with national security. And I guess that's why it's important that they have this CMMC accreditation.
Right. There's a standard called the Federal Contract Information, which isn't classified in and of itself, but if the bad guys get access to it, they can draw certain conclusions. So everything about it needs to be protected and needs to be safeguarded to a certain level. They're not asking you to be Fort Knox, but they want to make sure that you have some basic cyber hygiene in place.
All right. So if your business is going to be working with the DoD, the federal government, or you want to bid on these contracts, you must have this accreditation by March of next year, but you got to get working on it right now, and you should get in touch with the Alvarez Technology Group for more information. It's alvareztg.com online. @AlvarezTG is the Twitter handle. Louis, the toll-free number for the I-Team.
Give us a call at 866-78-I-TEAM. That's 866-784-8326.
And looking ahead to Monday, we're going to be talking about virtual influencers. What on earth is this all about?
Well, if you thought clothing was expensive now, just wait till you have to buy virtual clothes if you're an influencer online.
All right. Check us out on Labor Day, starting at 8:30 with our Alvarez Technology Group Tech Chat here on Power Talk. Thank you, Louis, and have a great weekend.
You too, my friend. Take care.